So this morning I'm gonna attempt to do a lot of mowing and weed eating and try to get some sort of control over this summertime garden as far as the weeds are concerned. My sweetheart's working today, so I'm out here by myself, and we're gonna see if we can get things straightened up here in late July, so, with the weeds anyway. So just going to do a quick video shot of what it looks like before, and hopefully it'll look a whole lot better when we're after. And of course, this is our water trench that we're digging to put a water line so that we can get away from watering the garden with barrels, buckets, and actually have a water fountain, a water hydrant out here so that we can connect drip hoses. That's a big project in preparation for the fall and for next year's garden. So we're really proud of what we've done so far, even though it looks quite messy with all the weeds and stuff. But this will be it for now as far as the before pictures, and we'll see what it looks like when I try to get finished. It's kind of like the midway point, I guess, of me mowing and weed eating. So I'll just show you if you remember what it looked like before. Now we've got this patch mowed. We've got the fence line. Weed eated, and my friend Hope is good enough to make me some sort of homemade grass killer concoction made out of vinegar, salt, and soap. I believe like a dish detergent like Dawn or something. Apparently the soap causes the vinegar and salt to stick to the grass. I have done this for the first time today along this little fence line, so we'll see what happens in a couple of days if it's actually effective in kind of helping me keep the weeds down on this fence line. We've had such a rainy, hot summer that the grass is just absolutely jungle-like, and because we're right next to this pasture, we get a good bit of creeping grass into our rows and into our paths. We're trying our best to line all the paths with this new black mat that we found on Amazon. I have to get you the name and thickness, and it's a 3-foot wide path, and next year we're going to do 3-foot paths and then 4 foot on the actual crop rows, and then do that process where you burn the holes in where you want the plants to grow, and some sort of template. We're going to try to do that to help also keep the weeds down. A couple of things that I want to remind myself of is never wear shorts when you plan to weed eat like this. It's bad. Also, keep your mouth shut while you're weed eating. Try not to weed eat any ant hills. And then also wear eye protection. So this is kind of the halfway point of my work this morning, and I'll see y'all after a while. The woven ground cover I was talking about earlier, DeWitt Sunbelt, pretty good stuff. Comes in 3 feet wide and 4 feet wide. That's the old stuff that I took up. As you can see, it did a marvelous job in keeping the weeds down as the weeds were growing so high. If you remember from the video from earlier, that how it was buckled up and even pulled up out of the ground because the grass had pushed it up. So I'm going to weed eat all this and put this new stuff back down. Also, you can see right here how I guess enough sunlight and water gets through this ground cover here that it doesn't matter, the grass just continues to grow. So we're going to replace this stuff. I'm going to use it in my in-between paths on my tunnels over there, as our tunnels break up every for 4 feet a piece between each tunnel. I'm going to put this woven stuff between that, those paths there to kind of keep the, I'll double it up and keep the weeds down. But right here, I'm gonna weed eat this whole path all the way down to the sunflowers, and maybe come back and spray. Once I weed eat, I'll spray a little bit of that vinegar, salt, and soap solution down this path too, and maybe help keep the weeds down. All right, this is a few hours later. Here's the after. If you remember this morning, the grass was pushing up that kind of covering, just like it is there. But I am done with dealing with weeding and mowing around and in the garden. So just a quick walk through, walk by, just to let you see some of the difference. And I told you earlier that I sprayed some of that homemade concoction of vinegar, salt, and dish soap. And you can see, I thought it was playing with my eyes, but it's actually turning blue or grayish where I sprayed that along this fence line, up and down this electrical fence line. But as you can see, we do have some grasslands. That's where some leaf lettuce was, and we just let it grow up. Planning to put, trying to put some raised beds there next year. But I have watered melons, the peas, the beans, and the squash, and I'm about to go and dig in our water trench. But I just wanted to walk by here as well. I did weed eat as close to the ground as I could with the weed eater. Then I sprayed that weed killer, natural weed killer concoction, and sprayed it along the line. I guess we'll see in a couple of days just how good it is working. As you can see back here, I did weed eat most of the jungle. And hopefully my sweetheart will be proud and can actually walk through here without feeling too much step on a snake or something. But anyway, this is the walk around the garden. After said a hard day's work here, just weed eating and putting down the covering, and at this point we'll be back tomorrow to do some more stuff. But hey, at least we can walk through here without walking through knee-deep grass. So this is all for now. Headed to the water pipe trench I should say, and get another 5 or 6 feet dug today before I head to the house. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
Good morning. Time to walk through the garden. See what's happening. I haven't been out here in a couple of days, and looking good. Lots of Kajari melons. Lots of little ones. Even up here. Boop. And this one's really going crazy now. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. It's French. Charentaise, something like that. Got mosquitoes buzzing around my head. Sunflowers have gotten tall. Not opening yet, but this one is going to have lots. Look at all the buds on that. You can see it in the bright sky. Buds everywhere. Little tiny cucumber melon's still growing. Can't make it focus though. I might have a fruit on this that might survive. So maybe it will give me at least one squash. have a little patty pan. Maybe not on that. Yeah, there's one on that one too. Yay. And even a little watermelon on this vine. Cute. Don't know what's up with these guys. One of my plans for today is to get the rest of the carrots out of this bed and work the soil and maybe plant some more carrots for the fall. The calendula I put around has done pretty well. It looks like I need to pick some peppers. Oh yeah. Look at all y'all. I just made salsa using pretty much every one of the peppers that I have picked out of the garden. Sweet peppers, hot peppers, ooh, invader. Get some more of these big old peppers picked. Look at that big old thing. Well, unless this thing just starts really going crazy, I'm not a big, huge fan of the Craig's Grande jalapeno. Really hasn't put out much. These have the most beautiful blooms though. Big red wasp is following me around. Ooh, I got a lot of little red peppers in here. Getting eaten alive by mosquitoes today. Let's see if this has a pepper yet. Go away, mosquitoes. Ooh! I have got some ripening arroz con pollo. Look at that one. Oh, they're so pretty. I love how wrinkly and crazy they are. Can't wait to taste it. Mosquitoes. Some more cayenne. Cherry tomatoes covered. Covered. Too many cherry tomatoes for me to eat by myself. There's old Brian. Hey, pretty boy. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to have to pick a bouquet before I go home today. Look at that. Let's see what we got in here. And again, this is where I planted basil. This is why I have no basil weeds. And these. Brian got my path all cleaned up. Look at you. Happy face. I'm embarrassed by these tomatoes. Embarrassed. Didn't hold up too good this year. I've had some really good tomatoes. I've had a lot of really bad ones. Bugs and all that. Falling down, breaking their, just not growing well. Had some good ones though. 1.5 pounds is my biggest so far. That one looks good. But it's a jungle. It's going to be altered next year. Look at this weirdo. Looks like a great tomato on this side, but it looks like it's about 4 tomatoes. I'm going to have to do a better job of trimming off those cat-faced blossoms in the spring. I did not even see this when I walked through a minute ago. I might get a little squash after all. I have like 3. One there, one there. I saw another one. There's a couple. Maybe it'll give me something after all. There you are. Come on, Rico. Give me a big crow. Come on, buddy. Let's hear it. You're the best. Hands down, the best. I'll show y'all some down-home farm adorableness. Just look at that. Hey, babies. That's Miss Scarlet. Hey, Miss Scarlet. Look at all them cute babies. They're getting so big. Rico and RJ having a crowing contest. Hey, lady.